And welcome back, everyone, for divisional round of the 2017-2018 season. 4 games on the docket, 2 on Saturday, 2 on Sunday. Here are my picks. Our first game has the Atlanta Falcons going to Philadelphia, where the NFC champion Eagles are 3-point dogs at home, and the total in that game is 41. Well, Atlanta was able to show how important experience is. They went into Los Angeles, a very young and inexperienced team, and were able to knock off the Rams on the road. They're going to try to do that again against another team that maybe a little bit older than the Rams, but not too much playoff experience themselves. The Eagles, of course, will be going without quarterback Carson Wentz, and Nick Foles played all right down the stretch. He's had a couple more weeks to get acclimatized with the team and should be a little bit more improved. This should be a very good, big defensive battle. Both teams are in the top 10 defensively, but I think Atlanta has a little bit more firepower. Matt Ryan is a better quarterback than Foles. Julio Jones is going to be the best receiver on the field. The combination of Devontae Freeman and Tevin Coleman should prove a lot, even though Philadelphia is very good against the run. Ultimately, Atlanta just might have a little bit too much on offense. So I'm going to predict that the score in this game is Atlanta 17 and Philadelphia 13. So take Atlanta straight up, take the Falcons against the spread, and take under the 41. Our second game has the Tennessee Titans going to New England, where the Patriots are 13-point favorites at home. The total in this game is 48. The Titans were pesky enough to hang in there against Kansas City last week. Came back from a 21-3 halftime lead. A combination of bad Chiefs coaching, I think, and some terrible refereeing. Derrick Henry was the star in that game. He rushed for, 156 yards. You know, if Tennessee sticks to the run game, they have a chance to hang it around in this game. New England, what's up with them? Do we really believe that there is a potential rift between quarterback Tom Brady and head coach Bill Belichick, or is this just another Jedi mind trick that Hoodie is playing on us? Maybe a bit of both. You know, like I said, if the Titans stick to the run game, they can keep it close, maybe get a backdoor cover. In the end, I'm going to predict the score in this game to be New England 33 and Tennessee 23. So take New England straight up. Take the Titans against the spread and take over the 48. Our third game has the Jacksonville Jaguars going to Pittsburgh, where the Steelers are 7-point favorites at home. Total in this game is 41. These two teams met back in Week 5, a big win for Jacksonville. In that game, Ben Roethlisberger threw 5 interceptions, and if I were a betting man, I'd say he's not going to do that again, and he's not going to have 2 of them brought back for touchdowns. And I'd also bet that Jacksonville running back Leonard Fournette won't run for 180 yards. Fournette seems to be wearing down as the year has gone along. He is a rookie, not used to playing this many games. I realize he missed a couple due to injury, but this is the 18th game for Jacksonville, and Fournette is probably not used to this much pounding from defenders. Blake Bortles has sort of slipped back to the way he was playing earlier in the year. He had a couple of good games this year, some big numbers, but last week he actually ran the ball more than he passed the ball. And, Pittsburgh might get caught napping, possibly looking ahead to next week's matchup, probably against the New England Patriots. But even if they do and the Jags get a late touchdown, I think Pittsburgh will be too far ahead in this game. And I predict the score will be Pittsburgh 24 and Jacksonville 9. So take Pittsburgh straight up, take the Steelers against the spread, and take under the 41. And the fourth game we're going to look at is the one I've been waiting for as the New Orleans Saints go to Minnesota, where my Vikings are now 5-point favorites at home. The total in this game is 46.5. These two teams met back in Week 1, the Monday Nighter. my Vikings were able to prevail by a score of 29-19. In that game, Minnesota held Alvin Kamara to 18 yards and Mark Ingram to only 17 yards. I think that combined, that was their lowest total all year. As a matter of fact, the longest run was against Minnesota was by Adrian Peterson, Vikings former running back. Last week, Carolina was able to pretty well do the same thing and limit the dynamic duo of Kamara and Ingram. Unfortunately for Carolina and fortunately for New Orleans, they do have Drew Brees, one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, and with his arm he was able to compensate for the lack of run game. Well, it's going to be a little bit different because with Minnesota, not only are they very good stopping the run, number 2 in the league, but they're also number 2 in stopping the pass. And as a matter of fact, Minnesota has played some of their best games against the best offenses. In that game against New Orleans, they only allowed 1 touchdown, garbage time touchdown with about a minute remaining in that game. In the game against Atlanta, the Falcons were able to get only 3 field goals. The Rams, I think, were the highest scoring team in the league, got a touchdown early, but then for the next 55 minutes, nothing. I mean, not a sniff. Minnesota knocked out Aaron Rodgers from the game. He got nothing. So the Vikings rise to the occasion against really good offenses. Under Mike Zimmer, Vikings head coach, the Vikings are 10-2 against the spread after rest, and an amazing 25-8 against the spread at home. You know, this line opened up at 3.5, and it's now gone to 5 as I make this video on Friday morning. So it is a little bit of a danger, but you know what? A lot of the money is going on New Orleans, and yet the number is going up. That tells me that the sharp guys are all over the Vikings, and I am too. I think they'll win the game. I'm going to predict the score in this game to be Minnesota 23, New Orleans 16. So take my Vikings straight up, take Minnesota against the spread, and take the under 46.5. Here's my Let's Take the Man's Money parlay play and my 6-point teaser play. Are you ready? For the parlay play, we'll take the Atlanta Falcons -3, the Tennessee Titans +13, the Pittsburgh Steelers -7. We won't get greedy. We'll just take Minnesota Vikings on the money line. We'll take the under 41 in the Atlanta-Philadelphia game. We'll take over 48 in the Tennessee-New England game. We'll take under 41 in the Jacksonville-Pittsburgh game. And we'll take under 46.5 in the New Orleans-Minnesota game. A $25 bet will get us $3,557.17. For our teaser play, we'll tease every one of these 6 points. We'll take the Atlanta Falcons +3, Tennessee Titans +19, the Pittsburgh Steelers -1, the Minnesota Vikings +1. We'll take under 47 in the Atlanta-Philadelphia game, over 42 in the Tennessee-New England game, under 47 in the Jacksonville-Pittsburgh game, and under 52.5 in the New Orleans-Minnesota game. A $25 bet will get us $325. Good luck. Okay, and those are my picks for divisional round of the 2017-2018 NFL season. Good luck to you. Join us on our Facebook page. Lots of great prognosticators making videos. I'll leave the link below. Okay. For the Geo Knows YouTube channel, I am Geo. Let's take the man's money.